very good witness to the madness that was.
Heels, pops, and chair
Ah,
shots.
HPC.
oh,
Chair shots.
our audio's
Better
on.
wait up that thing.
Heels, pops, and chair
Desktop
shots.
audio.
Wrestling's entertainment champions.
What a bunch of idiots, imbeciles, stupid as it gets. Stupid, clueless idiot, a bunch of clueless nuts. Is there anybody here that's got any brains? Stupid, stupid, stupid every day, every night. So stupid, just really stupid. The biggest cutthroat bunch of conniving, backstabbing idiots you've ever seen in your life. That is such bullshit. It's the work of an idiot. Pathetic, really stupid idiots. Are you an idiot? Lost idiot? He was the shits. You will always be seen as a complete failure. The term motherfuckers would have been crossing my mind.
Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestlers Entertainment Champions. We out here, 352. It lives forever. Talk to him a minute, Mischief. Let him what to do.
Subscribe and like, follow on all your favorite platforms.
SoundCloud,
Heels, Pops,
iTunes,
chair
your
shots,
mother's-
baby. We out here. Twitch, Twitter, your mothers.
You already
Underwear,
know.
Joe. You already know, baby.
Yo,
Wow. Be remiss not to start with the biggest news of the day.
My God.
Starting heavy and starting hot. Because I don't know if you know. I don't know if you've heard. It's only been everywhere. That on August 2nd and August 3rd, No Nice Things will be live from MetLife Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to you about it for 1 second. The hottest show of the summer, hands down, is going to happen at MetLife Stadium. If you don't know, now you know. August 2nd, August 3rd. But it ain't going to be inside the stadium. It's what's happening in the parking lot that you got to be aware of and pay attention to, baby. Because what's happening, and it's right there for your viewing pleasure. August 2nd, August 3rd, live from the lot, the No Nice Things Tailgate 3. There's 3 of these suckers. And let me tell you something, brother. You've got to follow and fall in line because our sponsors are coming. Check out Smack Talk Showdown. Much love to the big boys.
Ooh, Smack Talk.
Time. Check out Smack Talk Showdown. And I know that people need some gifts coming up. You want some officially licensed merch from all your favorite platforms? Check out Forco.com and use promo code HEEL10. And they're going to be shouting us out and they're going to be showing us some love because we got some giveaways live from the lot. August 2nd, August 3rd, No Nice Things. I combined November and No Nice Things. No Nice Things Tailgate coming to you live, baby. That is the biggest news of the day. If you didn't know, now you know. No Nice Things. We are live and in living color, baby. Yo, join us.
Pull up. You already know.
For the biggest show of the summer. But I think that's it, right?
I think that's pretty much that's all the time we have for you folks. Appreciate your time and efforts joining us, but no, definitely the heaviest of heavy hearts today for some. Others not so much. One thing is for sure.
Okay.
I can honestly safely say I don't think anybody in 2025, let alone, is doing anything pro wrestling. The word with tying the word pro wrestling to whatever it is that the hell that they're doing. It doesn't exist without the existence of Hulk Hogan, and what a shot, right? What a shock to the world.
It is a shock, right? Hulk Hogan died today, 71 years old. It's been all over the news. It's been everywhere. It's complicated. First things first. We don't tell nobody how to feel, right? You can feel however you want to feel because just like many things in life, right? It's complicated. We want it to be simple. We want it to be easy. We want it to be like, yeah, well, tough shit, or he's a legend, don't talk shit. Um, and the truth of the matter is this, like you said, right? Wrestling today, as we know it, right, would not be the same without Hulk Hogan, right? As because if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, we'd have unions in wrestling. The wrestlers would be unionized. Don't get it twisted.
That's right.
Right? Now, at no point in time, like, are you ever happy about someone passing away? He was a father, he was a friend, he was a husband, and that part is sad and that part's sad, right? And on the flip side of that, many of today's wrestlers would never have wrestled had it not been for a Hulk Hogan. He inspired generations, right? The immortal one. He WrestleMania was built on his back essentially. But here's the part that like nobody says, right? He's racist.
That part.
Not that part. I think people are saying that. But here's the part that nobody says out loud, right? If it wasn't Terry Bollea, it could have been anybody else. Could have been anybody else, right? There's the theory that if you leave 100 monkeys in a room with a typewriter, they will type up Shakespeare, right? That's a thing.
That's not the 100 gorilla thing.
That's a thing. They're the pipe bomb thing.
Oh,
but if you allowed wrestling to play on without Hulk Hogan, a Hulk Hogan would have came up somewhere,
eventually,
and we would have probably eventually gotten to this point at some point, and possibly with unions, to the benefit of many wrestlers.
Healthcare,
possibly to the benefit of people like Sting, who could have won those matches, possibly to the benefit of places like TNA. Now you can make the same argument that maybe those places don't exist without him. The world will never know,
nope.
Right? But as Vince likes to consider himself a genius and somebody that could have made anybody, Hope just happened to be that first one.
First, keyword first, meaning
he was that
multiple.
That first, like, transcending pop cultural icon. I truly believe it would have been right. Let's take Hulk Hogan out the picture. It could have been Macho Man. Right. I think that in many ways, like that larger than life superhero kind of like that could have been Macho Man. It could have been some other people. Right. We can argue till we're blue in the face, and that's just an easy place to discuss and debate. You could make a million arguments for 1,000 other people. You could argue that if it wasn't for somebody like Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania never happens. You can argue if it wasn't for somebody like Hulk Hogan, we don't get superstars like Jesse the Body Ventura. We don't get like larger than life. We don't get to Undertakers. We don't get to Stone Colds, right? Because like the gimmicks aren't the same. I would argue the opposite. I would say that in due time, somebody would have been that guy. Because Vince would have made a star of someone. I don't think Vince was sitting there waiting for exactly Terry Bollea.
Right.
I think he was sitting there like, how can I make this shit pop? How can I make this shit grow? I'm going to do everything I can. It just so happens that I got this guy here. Let's go. And it worked out. But if it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else.
The Rock?
It would not have taken that long. I think it would have been...
Yeah. You mean somebody in that era could have done it.
Vince wanted WrestleMania. Like, Vince wanted a certain kind of circus. He wanted a certain kind of show. He wanted a certain kind of thing. And that was going to happen one way or another.
Regardless, yeah.
Vince, it's kind of like the argument in a little way, whether it was Bill Belichick or Tom Brady. Right? The chicken or the egg?
Which one came first?
Was Tom Brady really good because of Bill Belichick, or was Bill Belichick really good because of Tom Brady? Now, Tom Brady went on to show that like he was good without Bill Belichick, but he already had all the ingredients.
Yeah, he had
Tom Brady knew. Yeah, he knew how to win. He knew how to do everything. Right? Bill Belichick without Tom Brady, he didn't know how to start over. And so Bill Belichick's, whatever, retired, and that was that. In
Poor
this
Belichick.
case, Vince was starting, and it just so happened that them boys instrumental. It just so happened that he was there. Don't get it twisted. We still had the gorgeous Georges of the past. We still had like flamboyant superstars. We still had caricatures. We still had gimmicks. Somebody was gonna slam Andre the Giant.
Right. And it wasn't the first time that he was slammed too, by the way.
It wasn't the first time, and Vince was gonna find somebody. So for all the accolades and like the thing that like everybody's like, man, wrestling wouldn't have been shit without Hulk. I strongly disagree. I really think wrestling wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for Vince. But that's conversation for another day.
Right.
But I think Hulk was in the right place, right time. Melo shouts out Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart. I disagree with Bret Hart. I think he lacked the charisma.
Yeah, that mic skill wasn't there.
It not in the same way. Like there was something that Hulk Hogan had. Like let's be real, as a performer, like he had something.
The build there. Also, he had the build too. It was believable because of the 20-inch pythons and shit. So.
Yeah, but he wasn't the only one that was built like that.
No, right. Brett wouldn't be able. Brett's physique wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, Brett was not that guy. But my point is that there's a lot to say about, man, he is not the one and only.
Right.
He was the one that was there. He was the one that like had the Vince's ear and Vince's attention. He had the benefit of being in an era that was when wrestling was gonna pop off.
And Vince needed him as much as he needed Vince. They
what
both
were your
needed each
thoughts?
other.
Go ahead. Like, what do you think?
Me, I think the same. I think you can cherish the career this man had and everything, but the same thing, the same reasons why you would keep Benoit out of a Hall of Fame is the same reason why people feel a certain type of way of Hogan.
No, and I want to make that part clear. It's not the same. It's not the same. Yo, Chris Benoit killed 2 people.
Well, the situation's way different. Yeah, it's murder.
Yeah, hold on. But it's not the same. It cannot be the same. We can. Hulk Hogan was scummy. He was a scummy person, right? He shat on Jesse Ventura when Jesse Ventura was trying to unionize. He was scummy when not putting other people over.
Right.
Not the first guy to do that, not the last guy to do that, but scummy nonetheless. Bret Hart went as far to call him a phony piece of shit.
Yeah. We have that clip, by the
way. Tanked WCW, tanked TNA. Always looked out for himself first.
So like the hate is what I'm saying. Like the hate for him is that much there. It's there. Like people hate Benoit for what happened. Like bad. Like they don't want him in the Hall of Fame for it. They hate Hogan just as bad. Like the whole racism thing. Like this man was like, oh, it wasn't just her dating him or sleeping. Like it was just he dug deep with that whole video, that whole audio on that shit. So they don't want to see him anywhere near WWE, let alone every time they brought him back, he was booed out the arena. Like they gave him Dom heat, but like for real, not like, oh, we're giving you like cool go home heat. No, we hate you. Get the hell out of here. We don't want you on screen. We don't want you anywhere affiliated.
It's just it has to be different.
But you
It
say
has to
it has to be different.
it has to live in a different category. Like, bro, he was a shitty person, but he didn't kill anybody.
Right,
You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Murder is
Like,
not. Yeah, okay. Because of the severity of it.
murder has to be different. Man.
Murder,
Murder has to be different.
murder. No, yeah, no,
Yo,
yeah. It's a different
you could
severity.
be
No,
a
most
piece.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be a piece of trash. You could be racist. Yo, he didn't murder anybody.
Right,
Right.
right,
So
right.
that
He didn't
part
take
has to be
nobody's
clear.
life. Yeah.
Sonny killed somebody, right? Didn't she like hit somebody
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
car?
So I guess yeah, it's in a different tier. Completely.
It has to be. It has to be in a different tier.
I see
However,
what you're saying. Yeah.
right, that doesn't mean he wasn't a scummy person, right? He, like I said, he was a scummy person, and that's the thing. Like, yo, plenty of people have been scummy people, right? Vince being one of them, right? And we'll see what the discourse looks like when Vince dies, because I think in every way, Vince was much more important, much more influential than Hulk,
And
right?
but much more of a scumbag, no?
And much more of a scumbag. So that conversation is going to be much more interesting, I think.
Damn.
Right?
I didn't even
Hulk
think of that
Hogan,
shit.
anybody could have been a Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was no Hulk Hogan until Hulk Hogan happened. No doubt. I hear you. Right? But just around the time that Hulk Hogan was Hulk Hogan, there were others that were like popping, and they had personalities and they had gimmicks, and they, you know, yeah. it was really about timing. There was going to be a Hulk Hogan, whether it was Hulk Hogan or not.
Yeah.
Um,
I never saw Hogan growing up. I didn't get much of Hogan. I jumped in WrestleMania 9, so immediately being a Bret Hart fan, yeah, we didn't get off on the right foot there, Hogan. WrestleMania 9. But I guess looking back at the videos of all the manias before that, yeah, this guy is what I would consider The Rock's push times double or triple or whatever. Is what Hogan was back in the 80s for people. The WrestleMania, the fucking, he was the main event every year. I still think Shawn Michaels, by the way, is the Michael Jordan of WWE. But with Hogan,
I could understand that, right, Mr. WrestleMania. I could
right.
understand that.
But I think Hogan's push was just he's the first one to do everything, right? So it could have been anybody, but it just so happened to be Terry Bollea. So I didn't really see him. I don't have that much of an attachment to him like that.
So I pulled up some of Hogan's contemporaries, right, just to kind of give us a frame of reference. Hogan started in about in the late 70s, right? So who did he have, right? He had Macho Man Randy Savage. He had Ultimate Warrior, right? Andre the Giant, who charisma-wise, right? Like, he had some charisma. Bobby Heenan carried that load, and Bobby Heenan did a lot of work, right? So did people like Slick, who helped carry some of that managerially. Roddy Piper, DiBiase.
But is it safe to say that if it could have been those guys, right? What stopped it from being the guys? Besides, because I'm saying besides build, because I think build Hogan stood out more than everybody, right? So let's just take build out of it, right? Could it be that it was maybe work? I hate to say work ethic for Hogan in the same sentence, but yeah, could it be that at the time Hogan was the workhorse and he was the one that was more focused on being the guy or did things the right way? Maybe others weren't as responsible enough or couldn't.
I think Hogan was really good at politics.
Or shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? I think he was really good. You know, Hogan was tall, right? Like, he was 6'5", he was built at 6'7". So someone like Macho, like I think Macho's like 6'2" or
Macho,
6',
yeah, I can definitely see Macho for sure.
So, but like Macho is a little bit leaner. He was a little bit quicker. He was a little bit more athletic. Like, physically, to your point, Hulk Hogan was a little bigger, a little stronger looking, a little you know, a little bit more in that area. Um, but
Shout outs to JP saying he's the right man at the right time.
he
Hogan
was the
being the
right man.
dynamite.
He was the wrong man at the right time.
Yeah.
and and that Macho was not 5'10". I think Macho was like literally like 6 flat. I think he was like 6 flat. Um, but that's what going 6 flat versus somebody that's about 6'5", 6'7". That's a stark contrast. And also Hulk was bigger and whatever. Um, the point is, had Hogan not existed, somebody else would have been that guy.
Right.
They would have found somebody else. They would have made somebody else. They would have created somebody else. Somebody else would have been born. Like Vince was clamoring at a time where like he wanted to make it happen. And shout outs to JP. JP said, "Remember Hogan was fired after doing Rocky." Well, there you go.
Right.
But that was already once everything was rolling. Hogan was billed at 6'7". He was really like 6'5". But that's besides the point. He was still a tall motherfucker. Like he was tall. He was the only person that can almost look Andre the Giant to his face.
Right.
But be that as it may, Vince was looking for somebody, something. He was looking for a show, and WrestleMania was gonna happen, whether it was Hulk or not. Now Hulk helped make that happen because of who he was, but let's be real and not be blind to the fact that like if it wasn't then, it was gonna be eventually.
Right.
That doesn't take away what he actually did. So he did some stuff. That's great. Had a legendary career. More about carrying a shovel than it was anything else. But yo, the red and gold, like that shit created a lot of wrestling. That created a lot of wrestling.
Facts.
He wasn't my style. I hated the leg drop. I thought that shit was corny.
Not a move that would be that could be believable today or in modern day wrestling. Even after the 90s, you couldn't sell
think about this, right?
a leg drop.
I think about the leg drop a little bit like I think about the super kick.
I think the super kick's grown to that because when the super kick first came out, it was the hottest shit.
That doubled down on his hairline and his racism.
It is what it is.
Once again, like it's nobody wants anybody to die, right? But like if we're speaking legacy, don't get it twisted and don't get it lost. All right, people have done worse things, no doubt, and there needs to be a space for like the differentiation.
I spelled that correctly.
But this is because think about it, like people that don't watch wrestling and don't keep up with wrestling, like this is the guy they know. People that do watch wrestling may, for the most part, I would say like at least 50% of people that watch wrestling now that aren't like fucking 7 years old, right? People that watch wrestling now, in their 30s, probably got started because of Hulk. Yeah. And I would venture to say that most wrestlers wrestling now probably started because of Hulk Hogan. So in that sense, but all of that only happened because Vince selected him. And then he did all his politics to make sure it was only him.
Yeah. He his politics kept him there for sure. That's crazy.
So complicated history.
And complicated ending. Right? Because what happened?
Apparently, they said it was a heart attack.
Cardiac arrest.
Jimmy Hart is a fucking liar. But I'll tell you what, Jimmy Hart is a liar, but best friend of all time. Like one of the best friends of all time. Yeah, like Hulk Hogan was struggling like at home, and they were like people had been talking about like him not looking well or not being well.
Well, shout outs to Bubba Love Sponge. Let's play real quick here the clip so you guys can hear at home.
So you heard through your source that Jimmy Hart said what?
Hogan's not doing well. He can't speak. His trach or whatever was damaged, and he's having problems, and it does not look good.
Here's what I got from my security guard, that he was transported to his house, but he's in a hospital bed. They've gone as far as they can go at the hospital. Now they're keeping him comfortable.
Is it hospice?
That's not the words that were used.
Not home hospice. No, I don't think it's that.
No. But I think there probably comes a point if you're hooked up to two machines and you're just laying there, and you could have your own doctor show up at your house because you have so much money. He's not in such dire needs that he needs to be in close proximity to an emergency facility. Like, he's stable enough to be at home, but rather than just be sitting here getting bed sores and muscle atrophy at Morton Plant, I can at least be home, get doctors and nurses to swing by my place to continue to check up on me. But I've been told that that's where he's at now. And the security guard said the measures that they went to make sure nobody saw him transported in an ambulance to his home was like Michael Jackson type stuff. My source says allegedly it was all done through like the loading docks with unmarked ambulances, followed by an escort, then followed by backed up to the house with the garage door open. That happened in the middle of the night.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like how it seems like he knew, right? I think if you're going to the hospital or whatever, and you're doing through all this process, and they're telling you all these things with your heart, but they're telling you you're stable as health, you're stable enough to be home. I kind of want to go home regardless, right? Just to like not be in the hospital, but like, wouldn't you have the feeling that like you know like I should be in the hospital, but I'm just more like I just want to be home, so and they're giving me the chance, so I'm gonna be home.
What's up? Something going on. Clearly, I think that I don't know, that Jimmy Hart knew about.
And the wife and his wife knew. They both denied rumors about the deathbed thing. This was denied by both Jimmy Hart and his wife, who was with him present for his most recent rebaptism, whatever he did. He got closer with his faith, which was, it's amazing to hear, right? But it's just such a crazy way to go. Like, something went wrong here, and I can't be that. Can't be the only one thinking of this, right?
JP, he was not too long ago, about a month ago. At least it was rumored that he was.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, bro, if I was dying and I'm a legend and I'm like struggling, I would want to do the same thing.
Go home.
I would
right?
want to go home, keep that shit private. Like, I don't want anybody to know any of the details. I want my boys to be like, yeah, he's great. He's actually fishing. He's good. I just saw him bench press 250. Like, he's doing great.
Yeah.
He was taking his vitamins and saying his prayers, said JP. Yeah, I don't know. Those vitamins came in needle form. But look, man, like, this was a conversation that was gonna happen eventually. Is one day events, but yeah, because JP, see that's exactly the point, right? To protect his image. Yeah. At the end of the day, right? This guy was making money, right? Like the Hulkamania trademark, the Hulk Hogan trademark, image and likeness, like all that shit is money, and he already shat on that in terms of like tarnishing a legacy in that regard. So try to preserve as much as you can, right? Try to keep as much money coming in as possible. He had an opportunity. I think he had several opportunities, but he had an opportunity. And politics aside, he thought it was about politics, and it wasn't about politics. It was about racism. He had an opportunity to meet with the WWE locker room, to really like be honest and like not honest, but vulnerable and apologize in a real way. He could have apologized to the people and the fans that he was talking about, right? Like he should have fucking reached out to Black Americans, like, yo, I fucked up and I should have never said that, and that's crazy, and like, that's not who I am, and he never vehemently denied that that's who he was, and I think that's the part that people have that they struggle with, right? Everybody wants to talk about like his wrestling legacy. I think if you're protecting him, right, you're sitting there talking about his wrestling legacy, and if you're upset about this is the part that you're upset at. That he didn't come out and like, yo, I know I said some crazy shit, like, but that's not who I am. That's not who I'm ever meant to be. Like this is something that like that was said in a private moment, but it was not. It really doesn't reflect who I am. Like,
and how do you live in the last 6 years, a born again, whatever the religion he is, that you're getting baptized, and you still don't go out and mend that bridge? How does that happen?
And that's the thing. That's what everybody's kind of talking about. Like, yo, I don't understand how this will not happen. You know what I mean? If nothing else, I think that that's where his major failure was. I mean, the first major failure was saying it to begin with, right?
Right.
The second major failure was that he didn't come across authentic in any kind of apology that was even like wagered at all.
Right.
And then he didn't just own it and just be like, yo, my bad, let me donate a bunch of money, let me do something to repair, even like if it's superficial politics, right, an image. Like he didn't give a fuck to do that,
right. And even if the church thing, the baptism thing was that, right, why would you do that instead of doing like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I think there is somebody that does get it.
Ooh.
I think somebody gets it.
Do I like Hulk Hogan? No, I don't. I think he's a phony piece of shit.
Wait for the next question. Oh, Brett, you can't. You
Brett,
never.
man. I appreciate that Brett will never like filter himself. Yeah.
No matter how old he gets.
No matter how old he gets, yo, he does not care, yo.
Wrong link. My bad. Here we go. No, that's the wrong one too, right? Fuck. I'm all over the place here, guys.
What you putting on?
Somebody else that has an
Who was
opinion
your
on
favorite
it.
wrestler growing up?
Okay.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, hands down. I thought you were gonna say Hogan, man. Everybody loved Hogan. No, I wasn't a Hogan guy. You've met him though now. I've met him, and like him even less now. I'm crushing my childhood dreams. Him. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Oh, they all give him the F bombs so casually. I love it.
And he wasn't the only one. You have the one with Seth Rollins?
That's the one I'm trying to pull up right now. I thought it was in the trailer. I can't seem to find it. But yeah, Seth Rollins that was an older one too because here we go. That one he was pulling a card from the old
Hall of Fame card, and I got excited.
Topps collection.
Wait, oh god.
What's so funny?
Well, I saw a Hall of Fame card and I got excited, and then I saw it was Hulk Hogan.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
I got a little less excited, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't like us too much. I'm just keeping it 100.
Yo, he started dying at that shit.
Wait, oh god.
What's so funny?
He started dying when he said that shit.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that people that like Tony Schiavone also came out, and Tony Schiavone, well, on Twitter, and he was just like, somebody had tweeted him talking about like, oh, he was probably one of your friends, like, how do you feel? And he was like, friend no, coworker yes.
Ah.
Uh, Jesse Ventura. Well, we all know how Iron Sheik felt about him. Iron Sheik was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, he was like, yo, I don't know Jesse Ventura was like, I ain't speaking to him because he's the one that shat on the unionizing. He went to Vince,
Yeah.
talking to, whatever, ratted out.
He's always
Ventura.
been mad about that for a minute, so he's not gonna let that. That's its own Goldberg Brett situation in itself.
Yeah,
that's never gonna.
But Bret Hart. Now that you bring up Goldberg,
right.
So a lot of people that did have, and I like and on the flip side of that, like we have Eric Bischoff, we have Sting, who said very nice things about him, and a ton of other people in the other direction. But a lot of people that worked with him, it was one way or the other.
Right.
Either you felt good about him or not too good.
Yeah.
And that in and of itself kind of speaks to the kind of person he was. If he liked you, he was cool with you, and if he didn't like you, or if he, I think more importantly, I think if if there was self-interest,
okay,
then he was more important.
Right.
Because I ain't putting you over, brother.
That didn't work for him, brother.
It's not. He's like, Ozzy, we're gonna kill that story.
Hey, speaking of story, here's maybe could this be like what, an update or something of sorts? No.
Where am I?
Crazy.
Where am I?
First of all, that's crazy.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here.
I will venture to guess that there are Hulkamaniacs.
They are.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think that.
Oh, it's hot. What is this place?
I'm coming for you.
Oh, this hits different now.
I know you. You two are behind.
Yeah, piece of shit.
The internet. Oh no. Speaking of devil.
All right. Speaking of the devil, actually, yo, Twitter is wild.
Yeah, the internet is undefeated. I can't tell you much.
JP says, interesting that news stations are saying he apologized for his remarks.
In Orlando. That makes sense.
Well, he's from Tampa, right?
Yeah.
I think that there was an apology.
Maybe a statement or whatever, yeah.
A statement, and then he went and spoke to the wrestlers. And what he said to the wrestlers was, make sure you don't get caught by a camera, brother.
Yeah.
And that's
the guys like Booker T, Mark Henry, they never really, accepted all that jazz from him back in the locker, because there was one of many that were in there to receive that, or lack thereof, right, or lack there of resentment. But
it sucks because it sucks. Look, I was a fan of Diddy. Right, like Bad Boy Records. I love Bad Boy Records, bro. Fucking Notorious B.I.G. was my dude. And even like Bad Boys for Life, yo, I love Bad Boys for Life. And there's a song on the Godzilla album that I was Come With Me.
Oh yes,
right, with Jimmy Page on the yo, love it.
Yeah.
And Diddy's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Right,
goes to show you. R. Kelly. Yo, the remix to Ignition is global.
R. Kelly got a lot of jams that people don't play no more. That's
bro, and he's a piece of shit. So, and then like the controversy with Michael Jackson, right? Was he? Wasn't he? Da da da. And we never really got closure on that. Apparently, he wasn't, but I don't know. And that's complicated, right? There are a lot of like celebrities, a lot of stars, a lot of people that had a big influence in everyone's life that are complicated people.
Yeah.
These people are complicated. People are diverse, and guess what? When you're a celebrity and when you're larger than life, sometimes your complications are larger than life.
That makes sense.
However, it doesn't make you not scummy. So it sucks that someone was lost today. It sucks that the conversation has to be so
dry, morbid, or whatever you want to call it. Dark.
Yeah, but fuck
Dark
it, we
humor.
ball. Dark humor, baby.
Yeah.
Dark humor. And just for the record, right? I hope that when I die, y'all just roast the shit out of me. Like, I want my funeral to be a roast, and that's the truth. Like,
You always said that. You've always
get it together, people.
You've
You know what I'm
always
saying?
said-
Like,
Yeah.
he's dead, and so that's the end of it. and eventually, people will pass.
But we don't need to. We don't need to. But we don't even need to bring that up anymore. Like that don't even need to, because yeah, people do pass. But where'd you go? Did you disappear on me, bro? But we don't need to think about those things. You know, we can just live life to the fullest and to our. Where the hell did you go, bro? Hold up, chat. He's just full on disappearing act on me.
He just reset on me. Hold on, my bad. I don't know what just happened. All right, I'm here now. I'm here.
Got you.
I don't know what that was about.
There you go.
I was like, people passed. Boom.
And you passed.
My turn, motherfucker. Like, damn.
Yeah. Nah, but it is what it is. You know, you gotta just can't dwell on those things. We gotta keep on moving.
I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer that dark humor cleanses the soul. And yo, I'm gonna turn it to something else for a second, and then we can take off from there. Yeah. You watch Dynamite?
Yes.
So
yes.
MJF. You want to talk about dark humor? You want to talk about getting dark, and you want to talk about all that? I can see all the icons on your desktop, by the way.
Oh.
You have Pornhub? That's crazy. They make an app.
They do. It's amazing.
Crazy. So MJF sat there and for several weeks now has been shitting on Mark Briscoe's dead brother.
Yo. But it has to be on his. You know what? No. I was gonna say it has to be on his blessing, but
I think it is.
I don't know, because that Christian shit wasn't.
What Christian shit?
That Christian Cage shit was not. When he first came out, started talking about fathers. Mm-hmm. He doesn't check with them.
I think this is different, Vic, because, like, I mean, I hear you. I think that maybe he didn't clear like what he was gonna say specifically, but he's like, "Yo, you mind if I talk about your dad?"
You know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying.
And whatever. Like we could be getting work.
Right.
I find it hard to believe that MJF did not clear.
Damn.
At least like, yo, I'm gonna come at your brother, bro. Like just letting you know. Or I'm gonna bring up your brother, like just giving you.
That has to be the responsible thing to do here, right? Like,
you may not like. I don't know, man. You may not be like, oh, this is what I'm gonna say, but just you might be like, yo, just wanted to kind of
go with it, or
just giving you a heads up. I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna talk about your brother, all right? So like, just so that it's not out of nowhere, out of respect. Yeah, I would hope so.
Yo, cause if it wasn't. Oof.
So that kind of brings me to my next point. The internet is kind of whiling about the reaction to Hulk Hogan's death, right? And so, if we can sit here and talk about Jay Briscoe, who was not as I know they had an incident like that kind of prevented them from right when they were getting hot initially. They didn't get signed to AEW because like something came out. I believe it was like maybe a racist thing. Damn, let me not say that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something had come out, kind of prevented them from getting signed, and then whatever. And they were able to work a little bit. Sometime thereafter, they apologized, and then Jay passed. If you can allow MJF to say what he said about Jay Briscoe, right, on the air, and the litany of other places. Yo, people grieve in different ways. Is kind of what I'm trying to get at, right? People grieve in different ways, and so I might be weird about death and joke about it, and I am, and I'm not might. That is the truth. Right. Number 2 pencils. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but the point is that like death is an awkward thing, right? We were actually talking about this before we got on air, right?
We were, yeah.
And,
it's crazy.
And so people process death very differently, right? Whether it's someone that you love or someone that you looked up to or someone with a very complicated past. And so nobody should dictate how anybody filters through death.
Yeah.
Right? Like I will crack jokes. God forbid something happens to somebody I love, but like I will be at the funeral and I will crack jokes. My best friend passed away. And we cracked our jokes at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like you were there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's happened. And so people process differently. And however you felt about the situation is valid. And whoever's out there dictating terms or telling you that you're a piece of shit for feeling a certain kind of way, nah, fam. Like that's not how we move in 2025. You get to decide how you feel and how you're gonna process that shit. MJF is a whole nother beast.
Yeah, tell me about it. And he's already making his rounds in the acting world. Talk about Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore.
Well. Yes.
Let's check out this clip real quick with
our
boy.
And also MJF is your son.
Yes.
What can you tell me about working with MJF?
Funny as hell.
So nice.
What a great kid. Love him. Family member.
I was a little concerned when halfway through he was going to fight.
He went and had a match
and then had to come back the next day. And I was like, I don't know if this is your best idea.
He was all right. He was at the Garden, I think.
And he goes, I'm going to win.
Yeah, but the things he has to do.
What if you get...
He came bruised. There was some...
Bruises you can cover.
He had some extra bruises.
He had some extra bruises.
Fix it in post. Calm
down.
What are you doing?
I was worried. I was like, I don't think you should do
Max,
it. I don't think you should do it.
You truly love Max. That kid is jacked and he's a stud. I'm happy to say he's my fake son forever.
I'm happy to say he's my fake son.
I love my fake son. I love him in real life.
And he loves big fan of Bad Bunny as well. Adam Sandler making magic with that movie, Happy Gilmore. So can't wait to see it. But yeah, MJF, hitting home runs left and right. Now working with the Hurt Syndicate, right? The new Hurt Business, right? Number 1 contender for the AEW Championship on Dynamite, getting in Hangman's face. I like where they're going with that. Hangman did tell him off though, and did say, "Hey, you don't have the balls to either earn your shot or cash in your little check or your little contract that you have there, sir." But yeah, Dynamite was dope, and shout outs to TNA Slammiversary, those that watched, because Slammiversary was a hell of a pay-per-view in itself. We didn't get the W at the end, but I think they're saving that. I think they're saving that payoff for later. Shout outs to Santana and Trick Williams for the way he got that win in a.
You notice Santana's not the guy.
Yeah.
He didn't get the pin. Like he didn't eat the pin.
No, right. Yeah, he didn't.
So I find that
because I think that's why I feel like that payoff's coming later. We still have Bound for Glory, and like the Alliance, the old Alliance storyline. There was an ending where it culminated in WWE winning, right? Or everything, I guess, going back to normal. That's how I predict the ending for TNA. All the belts will go back to where they're, their homes.
Yeah.
And I think Bound for Glory is a great place to do that. But will they? Shout outs to TNA and their Baltimore tour. They're in town for a PLE, the next one coming up. And you can now, I think we've already gotten actually some kind of media, because they have a media tour this week. out
Oh,
in
did you see-
Baltimore. Which one?
Did you see and it's on the Trello, Gia Miller.
Yes. Let's get into that.
Yeah, let's get into that real quick. Because so Gia Miller she posts.
Can you read that?
I cannot.
All right, I'll read it. So she says, I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has reached out. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you all individually, so I'm making this post to let everyone know that I'm okay. I'm ready to talk about what happened yet. I'm not ready to talk about what happened yet. TNA has allowed me to take some time to process and decide how I would like to handle this situation moving forward. I ask that you respect my privacy during this time. Be kind to each other, Gia.
So that was the morning after Slammiversary.
Slammiversary.
I'm not mistaken. So she today posts, because today is
Hulk Hogan died today.
TNA, right?
Oh yeah, TNA is today.
No,
yeah.
TNA is today, right? Did you see the next thing on the cello? It's the post, or you could go to her Twitter and you can.
Oh,
see
this one right here. I see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So she posted that the day after Slammiversary, and then she posted this today, and I found that really telling. Right now, mind you,
I saw this live and I thought it was stiff.
It was mad stiff. With the bruising, and look at her neck. Now I get like wrestling is a contact sport and like you get hurt, but it seems to me there was a little extra sauce coming from Tessa. Yeah. And I think that she got suspended on the reels. Like I think that there was a yo.
Yeah. Now that whole storyline with Santino coming out makes a lot more sense.
So I'm wondering if all that is related.
I'm sure it is. But it's funny that she just... But what she says here is crazy, though. No? That... Hold on, let me just pull it right back up. I want to get it the right way. TNA has allowed me time to take some time to process and decide how I want to handle this situation. Do you think that's more of a pressing charges type thing, or is that more of a let me decide how I want to come out and bring information out on this?
Look, yo, pressing charges for a wrestling match or like a performance, crazy, but
that's hard.
Like, not that it's okay, but like, remember New Jack tried to actively kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like actively stunned him and then threw him off a scaffold. Like, I'm not saying that there isn't a space for that. I guess because it hasn't happened, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it.
Okay.
But that's crazy. If she's pressing charges, she must have felt. You have the clip of the attack. I want to see it.
Let's see if I can.
I think you were just playing it before.
No, that was just it cuts off right when that was right before it happened, but it cut off. Let's see if we can just do a hashtag right quick. Gia Miller. But yeah, man, scary because yeah, I'm not finding anything. Slammiversary.
Like, we could be getting worked, right? It could all be a work.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could also be that they're doing a lot to make this work out, and she may be just an announcer, but you know, sometimes announcers get promotions, right? And this is how they start, right? Hopefully. What's her thing?
Mean Gia Miller.
Yeah, I don't think she has the clip up.
Oh no, she doesn't. But maybe Slammer. Oh, maybe they might have taken it down.
They probably must have taken it down.
I mean, if something was to come of this,
yeah, that would mean I'm taking it down. Shout outs to these, posts. Yeah, they definitely took that down, bro, because
I don't know. We might be getting worked, or might be true. Who knows? Who knows?
oh, here we go right here.
Oh, you got it?
Down. Oh my God! What the hell? What the hell?
All right.
Jesus!
You hear the slap on it.
This is the part I think that more than anything.
Yo,
Are you what the Sam hell
that
is
punch.
this? Victoria Crawford getting in
Look at this punch. Woo! Yo, you hear that? Two. You hear both slaps.
I don't know. It might be, I don't know. Keep going.
Are you what the Sam hell is this? Victoria Crawford getting involved.
Trying to see
Preventing
how
any
she
harm
looks
from
after.
helping GM Miller. Can we get some damn security out here?
I mean, it looks like she's being rough with her. Like,
It looks like she's being rough, but if you notice, run that last part back. She's not like Gia's not cooperating. Like she can't even really do anything. Like she's not even like selling this shit because she can't sell this shit. You see, like, hold up, let Tessa get up. No, play that. Damn, what you got?
we got dial up out here. Somebody picked up the phone.
Dial up, bro. What is this?
Subtle in the building. What's good, Subtle? Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. We out here talking about giving eulogies and shit, but we now talking about TNA.
Now we talking about TNA. But yeah, either way, be that as it may, I thought that
here we go, right here.
looking extra snuggish. Like, so the slap is whatever, right? The slap, like people get slapped,
right?
And that's normal.
I think this slam right here.
The hell are you doing?
Like
those shots to her head were crazy.
What the Sam hell is
it's like the top of her head, like the back of her head. I'm trying to.
Preventing any harm from helping
Like, this
GM
part
Miller.
just
Can we get
feels.
some damn security out here?
I don't think she did anything there, cause yeah, like maybe there's confusion there. I don't know. At that point, it looks like if it was to be a shoot on her, I would think that at this point she doesn't know what's going on, and she's just like, "What the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this?"
I can see like maybe she's like kind of dazed, like confused, like not really cooperating super like a lot, and then Tess is also being like extra.
Getting in the face of GM Miller and now just beating down. Oh my God! What
So
the
I don't know.
hell?
I don't know.
What the hell?
It's hard to tell. I guess we'll see in the coming weeks. I'm really,
Right, we'll see
hope
now.
she's okay.
Bound for Glory is coming up, and it is their biggest show of the year, so this would be a great way to set her up with some new talent if she's coming up. If Gia Miller's coming up to wrestle, I don't know that, but if this is a terrible time for her to get suspended. If this is for real, that means she'll be nowhere near this list of power rankings where Naomi sits at the number one spot atop of this list of star-studded female wrestlers that are just killing it right now. Toni Storm should be number 2 if she's not going to be number 1. So I don't know what happened there. Rhea Ripley's a solid 3. And I think I can agree with everybody else going down the rest of this list. What about you?
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up on mine because I can't really see jack shit. All right, there you go. Naomi, Rhea, Toni Storm. I'm surprised that Toni Storm is 3, but
yeah.
Naomi taking the number 1 spot. Nice. Jade Cargill, surprised. just because like I don't know, I ain't seen really a whole lot. I've seen more Io Sky, if anything. Tiff, Lyra, bro, I'm not really feeling.
Yeah, they're pushing
honestly,
her hard.
Even Becky, I'm not really like crazy about right now.
Yeah.
Athena though, she's popping. I'm surprised there's no Mercedes Moné on this list.
Yeah, I put Athena up more. Maybe sneak in a Mercedes. Yeah, this whole Lyra and Becky IC title thing. I don't know. I don't know about it. I agree with MJF. Lyra must just be a very bad person. I don't know. There is a men's bracket. How do you feel about this one?
So, shout outs to Cody Rhodes, number 1.
Whoa! I guess WWE's number 1 and AEW's number 1 would lock in those 1 and 2 spots.
Hangman Page. I mean, the Hangman is the champ, right? Yeah. So he's got to be up there.
I find it funny that Punk is number 3 on this list, and now I also find it funny that it's not up until now that CM Punk is now getting a shot at Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if Punk wins, yo.
Punk wins.
WWE putting Punk or showcasing Punk at the same time that Dynamite or AEW is showcasing Adam Page as champions would be crazy television for those that are keeping score with the whole Hangman and Punk feud that started way back when. Seth Rollins is gonna drop on this list, or should drop, right, with the injuries.
Yeah, with his injuries. Roman Reigns at 6. Yo, Roman got a huge pop when he came out.
Yes, and it just shows that he's still the guy throughout this detour that we've taken from him, and try to create other, try to create other moments or other story plots. We got Punk and Gunther now, Cody, Cena that are holding it down. You gotta give Reigns something to do, and give him night 1 of SummerSlam. Why not? Fuck it. The tag team match, yeah. With him finally, the next chapter with him and Paul Heyman would come through fruition. It sucks that Seth's not here for none of this though, because Seth could have been, Seth would have been involved with this specifically, at SummerSlam. But Braun Breaker, watching him, he cut that promo on Monday. I liked it. And I even liked Roman's rebuttal. How he's just, I didn't hear any of that trash you said. None of it.
I feel like that came from like The Rock. That's a Rock ass. I found LA Knight at 10 was interesting that he was on this list at all.
Right. I'm over LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over LA Knight.
Yeah. I just don't think he as hot as he once was, which is a shame. You know who it's interesting that is not on this list is Karrion Kross, because Karrion Kross is
Karrion Kross is definitely good in this.
I'm curious to see if he makes an appearance eventually.
Facts.
On these kinds of lists. What else we got?
So, moving ahead, there was an interview with Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan that went viral. Shout outs to Swerve Eliteland posting up the clip. Brie asking Daniel Bryan, he was supposed to do everything that was on his to-do list for All Texas. Let's check this out.
But I was feeling it.
So,
I was feeling it.
For all of you listening who, if you didn't watch AEW, my husband, Brian retired November, right? Or October. And
I don't use the R word.
Yeah, no, Russ. No one's truly ever retired. But, okay. Hasn't been in ring since then.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of stuff with, like, healing and you know, where Brian is at, and the doctors just feel, and list goes on. So I was dying because when he got into the ring, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Did you see me wear my Blue Panther mask?
Yes. Which I was like, so Brian.
Blue Panther mask was crazy.
Then when I saw you just do like all the different things, I was thinking to myself, like, no way. I'm like, I knew Dr. Sampson was gonna be so upset.
To be fair, he wasn't upset.
You just thought you were an idiot.
Also,
And by the way, everyone
I had
thinks you're
cleared-
back. Because you did all that, everyone thinks you're back.
I'm not back.
I know. Well, actually, to be honest, I was confused. I think I
Ooh.
thought I was back. Well, I go, is there something I don't know? I'm like, tell me.
Confusion. I don't know if you're back, Daniel. Is he back? Is he not back? The fact that he's not using the retired word here, folks, that tells me that he's not fully retired, but that doesn't mean he's closing the door on retirement. Especially after pulling off some moves that once he gets in the ring, man, he's gonna be excited as how he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna, go crazy. He went also to say that not in that, but he also mentioned here saying that the main event at WrestleMania 30 didn't mean much to him. I main evented 30, and honestly, it didn't mean much to me. My sister and my niece got to come in the ring, but I was about to marry my wife the following Friday, and they wouldn't let her come into the ring. They didn't want her to be in the thing. And it wasn't just that. I wasn't going through a ton of neck pain. Oh, I was going through a ton of neck pain and all these other things. And so these things that seem like cool moments to a viewer, there's all this other stuff going on in a performer's life that could make this moment not as valuable to them as it is to other people. That's crazy that so many people cherish that WrestleMania 30 moment from him. And it's not that serious for him. But I get him. I get it, because like you could tell, like it was weird seeing his niece and his sister in the ring. And I just don't understand why they wouldn't want Brie Bella, his wife, a part of that. It's crazy. Maybe they weren't too invested on, or they were too sure that relationship was gonna go, where it went.
How Brie Bella kind of broke him down. got him to like be real about it. Brie Bella was in an interview with Cody Rhodes, actually.
Yes, that was Nikki. That was Nikki.
Oh, that was Nikki. Well,
yeah, hold on,
cool.
I got it right here.
Fucking twin magic. You got that shit?
They got you, bro.
They got me.
Hold on. I don't have it. Where the hell is it?
Should be in the thing. Come on, baby. Come on.
As I search.
I do find it interesting though that he when discussing his top matches, not one of them was from WWE.
Oh, not one, right? I mean, you could tell he's kind of like an indie darling, right? He's never really been a WWE guy, I guess. He's more of an indie sensation. I actually don't have that clip. I thought I did. I could have sworn I saw it here in pre-production, but it's not here.
But it's not there.
But you know what is here, though? This clip. And it's completely different, but Drew McIntyre on Logan Paul.
Let's talk about it.
Because he is spicy as hell with it. Let's just play this. And I'm just going to put this here, chat.
And the more you put me in those situations, especially WWE, it drives me nuts when I see some of our guys on some of these huge, public platforms, huge TV shows, because these days, no offense, but 85% of our guys don't look like they should be in WWE. They're on Netflix and stuff, and my buddies will contact me and go, yo, I've just turned on the wrestling for a while to see what you're up to.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see people, Logan Paul's on there and he's killing it. Roman Reigns, what a freaking star. That guy comes on the screen, comes right off the screen, you're a freaking giant. There's these other guys, they look like they should be serving me my fast food. McDonald's or whatever. It takes me out of it, and I'm like, they're good at wrestling, and eventually you'll connect with them. But it's like, I'm not gonna watch it long enough. I changed the channel. It's like, Jesus, guys, get in the freaking gym.
Yeah.
Or at least get something that grabs your attention. You
You're
don't have to
wrong
all be
about
jacked.
this guy, dude, with his sentence structure.
Oh, yeah.
He's fucking. He might talk better than us.
Yeah, for sure.
No way.
And the more you put me in those situations, especially WWE, it drives me nuts.
So he's going on a tangent there, like, and he also, check this out, do a 6-minute run-in at WrestleMania and screw up our damn main event. Travis Scott, piece of shit. So yo, Drew went off on this logo. Do yourselves a favor, check this out, because
I feel like that interview was saucy and it was good.
Yeah, man.
He came out, I think, in his new kind of way where he's just like mad honest and like brutally honest, really. He talked about how like wrestlers don't. He's 85% of the roster doesn't even look like a wrestler. Talking about Travis Scott, and I find the Travis Scott comment really interesting because lately I feel like everybody's kind of throwing jabs at Travis Scott. Mind you, Travis Scott came out for like 2 appearances, hasn't really been out since. He smacked the shit out of Cody Rhodes. He was like the star with John Cena at the last pay-per-view, but really hasn't done jack shit since. Then we have Jelly Roll kind of being the superstar for SummerSlam,
right?
Where that should have been Travis Scott. And Triple H coming out talking like, hey man, like some people, they're just not as committed. Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He specifically says Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny. Doesn't mention Travis Scott.
At all.
Now he's calling Travis Scott a piece of shit, and like it's kind of between a work and a shoot. But I think it goes to show you like how Travis Scott really has not been committed to the game,
right?
If you will.
And for them to say that, or at least, they didn't say it directly, but for them to even initiate something like that, get that that kind of attitude going, it doesn't look good for him finishing anything up, at least in the near future. It looks like they're pretty much done with that chapter.
Yeah, that shit fell flat on its face, man.
Yeah, WWE's they're done with Travis Scott. They're on to better things, better horizons, like checking out Shooting the Ish alum Layla Hirsch for a referee position. Contacted by WWE for a tryout as a referee. Yo, you gotta start somewhere, right? Get her that position. Y'all have no idea. I should have been signed her anyway. But yeah, get her that referee shot, and then we'll see. We'll take it from there. That's all opportunity Layla Hirsch needs. Shooting the Ish alum Layla Hirsch. Good luck to her, man.
Interesting, like that's the direction they went in with her. Like, how does one determine?
I think it may be
her. You know what I'm saying?
I think it may be her that reached out, no? Or if anything, and if it was them, then maybe that's probably all they have to offer at this point, which would be complete and utter bullshit. But I don't know. Could that be like? I think that's considered paying your dues, right?
It's a paycheck. How about that?
Okay.
It's a paycheck. It's a steady income. I'm sure it's more money than AEW, bro. And you're with the machine.
Yes.
Right. Like, as long as she's good at her job, and I know she will be. It's a shame if the case is that she won't be wrestling anymore in favor of this, unless she doesn't want to wrestle anymore. I mean, it gets to a point. Right,
Yeah.
Billy Kidman didn't want to wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where you're like, maybe I need to take care of my body, but I love wrestling.
Yeah.
So there's other things you can do, and this is something that she can do. So I'm Shooting the Ish alum, wish her the best. I think that she will be doing great things.
Big ups to her, man. Big ups. Can't wait to see her succeed in that chapter, man. And speaking of success, I think the card for SummerSlam looks to be nearly complete and nearly successful. If you want to go through it real quick, we have a triple threat match for the Women's Championship, which looks pretty entertaining. Rhea, Io, and Naomi.
Okay.
Gunther and CM Punk. I think Punk is a heavy favorite here, man. I think he can steal one here, man. And WWE's petty enough to put him in the spotlight.
Because you ran through it, you didn't give me a chance. Did you see Naomi getting to the arena the other day? She was riding. She has like a motorized luggage, so like she could sit and ride her luggage.
Oh.
She was riding past the fans who were waiting outside, and she was laughing at them. I love new Naomi.
Yes.
Like Naomi right now with the proceed with caution shit.
Do you see how she saw Stephanie Vaquer?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was rolling with that one. I was rolling. She had me with that. Doing big things, man. Big ups to her, and I think I don't know. I think she could win that. I don't think she's losing that match. At least she's gonna hold that title for a little bit. United States title on the line. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa in a steel cage. The women's tag titles on the line. It's nice to see Charlotte and Alexa Bliss in this run. It was a little entertaining watching that on SmackDown unfold. Let's see what they do with that. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, which I guess you did see Drew McIntyre on what you call it? Yeah, on Impulsive. But did you see? It's on. Shout outs to our Instagram. Go check it out. On RG, we have posted a clip of Jelly Roll on Stephanie McMahon's show talking about SummerSlam is scheduled to be the first time since high school that this man has weighed under 300 pounds.
He's gonna be Jelly Roll, but he lost all his Jelly Rolls.
He lost all the Jelly Roll, and then he said by November or so he wants to do a shirtless photo shoot. So good luck to him. Good luck to Jelly Roll, man. Yeah. Becky Lynch and Laya Valkyria. MJF says that she's a bad person. I don't know. Maybe not. For the Intercontinental title, the women's IC title. That's not going to be bad at all. Dom and AJ Styles. I expect to steal the show here, guys. They've been teasing.
Dom is low-key nice, bro. I think that's going to be a really, really nice match. And a whole lot of fun. But going back, you kind of, again, running through the card. Gunther and CM Punk. I think that's going to be a banger. The steel cage match with the Fatu and Sikoa. Woo! It's really, really shaping up to be a doozy. You talked about the women's tag championships?
No, so I just touched on them real quick, but I just see that Charlotte and Alexa Bliss is taking the is really carrying it, because the whole spot on Friday Night SmackDown with her kind of like, they win, Alexa helps her win, and she kind of wants to hug her, she kind of wants to cheer, but she's kind of like keeps her composure and all that. It was pretty cool. I like how they're playing it, and maybe it leads to a match, maybe not. I don't know. We'll
maybe
see.
we need a babyface Charlotte.
I think Charlotte needs a face Charlotte for her own mental health here going forward.
Becky Lynch and Lyra.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. Getting heated, right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not feeling it too much. I'm more excited about Tiffany Stratton and Jay Cargill.
Hey.
I briefly forgot about this storyline, like about them two.
Right. It came out of nowhere, and they had a match already, on SmackDown, I believe. Tiffany Stratton busy at the Mets games. I saw her on Monday with Nia Jax fighting for the Mets championship. So she's a double champion right now. Tiffy
said that Nia Jax looked like J-Lo. Stop that.
Yo,
stop
that. Terrible. What?
But Tiffany Stratton does look like Sabrina Carpenter.
Right. I guess that they were doing that, and they were having a lot of. they got a lot of pop for it. Let's just say that for Triffany's. A lot of hype for this one. This one, Cody and John Cena for the strap. I don't think that Cena loses the title, and I don't think Cody turns heel here. I think Cody loses again, and then we get to Cody's heel turn later.
Yeah, nah, Cody doesn't lose here.
Doesn't lose here?
I mean, Cody doesn't turn here.
Doesn't turn here? I don't think Cena loses until the last day. Why would he lose the belt until like and still have time left? I don't know. Unless he's gonna chase after. I don't know. Who's running this damn show? TKO?
Something like that.
Interesting.
But you know what? No matter what happens, SummerSlam is going to be legendary. It really is. I think that the show is shaping up to be incredible. But more importantly than that is what's happening in the parking lot, ladies and gentlemen. Because I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you know this, but no nice things are happening in the parking lot, baby. August 2nd and August 3rd, the whole weekend, baby. It's going to be 18 hours of fun on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be out here live streaming it all. All right, come join the bad guys. We're going to have games, prizes, and more. It's going to be a blast. Get your villain stripes in. We out here in the lot. And if you can't be there in person because you suck, then you could join us virtually. We're going to be out here. We're going to be streaming it live. But we're going to be there in person. Everybody can come join us. And shout outs to Foco.com. Use your promo code HEEL10, right? So you can get that stuff. And then
get that stuff.
Check out, get that stuff, get that bobblehead action. Yo, we're going to be giving away some bobbleheads as well. And we're going to give away some of these, baby. You see that right there? Smack Talk Showdown. We got plenty of games. We got plenty of prizes. Tune in. Come join us. In fact, yo, I think this week we should give something away.
Baby. Yeah? Let's do it.
Yeah. I think this week we're going to do a giveaway. Follow us on X. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna give away some things on X this week in preparation.
HPC bad guys, baby.
In hopes that you guys will join us August 2nd and August 3rd, baby, because you're gonna miss it if you don't. It's gonna be live, baby.
Ain't gonna be no nice things, because that's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. I appreciate y'all pulling up each and every Thursday. You know where to find us. And RIP to those that are not with us any longer. It's been a hell of a week. Celebrities have gone, and we're here in mourning, prayers and thoughts and prayers to those families in mourning. But again, 10 count till 10 told. We appreciate the love, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah, subscribe and like, hit that button right now.